Here he comes. Standard FedEx delivery. He is back down my driveway, and if you look on the left, far left of his truck, you'll see I got some fig trees, some blueberry bushes. Here comes the driver. He's got a clipboard in his hand, and he appears to be picking a fig. Well, you can see it goes up to his mouth. I guess he's tasting it behind the truck. If you'll see, the truck is parked in such a fashion that it blocks the view from my house to those trees. And I don't believe he thinks anyone's home because there's really no activity out in the yard. So he's coming back from dropping the package off and making a beeline directly back to the fig tree again. So he certainly is interested in figs. And that's what this story is all about. It's about a fig thief. FedEx driver sees what he wants in someone's yard and goes out and takes it. And it's appalling that he thinks he has this right to take such liberties at a customer's property. But again, he's hiding behind the truck and he thinks that nobody can see him. So he feels free to act out. See how he disappears in the back of the bushes? He does a lot of that. I don't know what he's doing. Well, here I've taken you back along the driveway to another fig tree that he has not picked. And it is a week later than when he was there, and these figs are a little more ripe. And you can see green ones and yellow ones. And as I go inside, you'll see that they're everywhere on the inside. So the long shot of my camera down the driveway doesn't give you justice as to what he's seeing. And so that's what he is seeing. So I'm walking down the driveway past my blueberry bushes and another fig tree. These are brown turkey figs, and they're a little bit larger than the other tree at the end. And there is my arborvitae that the bagworms devoured. I'll do another video on that. And here is a fig tree again. This is number 3, and he did get in around that one. And these blueberry bushes next to it were pretty full of big, large, plump blueberries, so he could have been picking those. But they have passed by in the last week and a half. And then here is the last fig tree, and you'll see that he moves his truck up. So that's what he's been doing. We'll get back to the video, and he's in the bushes. And I know it seems like a still shot, but it is moving. You can see the lights flashing on the back of his truck. That'll indicate to you that the video is still on, and we're still watching a live video. It's just awful quiet out there, not a lot of wind rustling the leaves, except for his little hand picking my fig. So he's in there somewhere. Yeah, I still don't see him. And there he is. He just came out and he went to the front of his truck. I imagine he has a fistful of figs or blueberries. Yeah, really can't tell, but I know it seems like a long video, but you got to appreciate the time he put into taking my figs. And I did contact FedEx. I complained about the theft. I gave them the tracking number. They got the guy's name. I gave them my phone number so they could call me back if we got disconnected. I'm sure you've all heard of that when you're contacting these large companies with a complaint. So what happens? After they got all my information and we started getting some more detail, they hung up on me. And they did have my return phone number, and they never called back. So I guess that's probably why I'm doing this video, to give people a heads up. See, he just went back into his truck again. His flashes, there he goes, back out again. He sees another one. Boy, he's having one hell of a day, isn't he? Happy camper. Oh, now he's going back around the other side to see if he missed any. And I'm sorry it's such a long video, but it took this guy this amount of time to make sure he had enough figs. And you know what the irony of this whole thing is? When he picked these a week and a half ago, they weren't all fully ripe, and there were a lot of green ones, and he just picked some green ones. I mean, it's too bad. I mean, if he had asked if he could have had a fig or two, not a problem, but I would have given him the riper ones. But there he is, stealing figs. FedEx driver caught in the act. He's still in there. Back out again. Now, what's he thinking? What's he thinking? At some point here, he moves the truck up to block the next tree, which is not a brown turkey tree. And it's a different fig that has a reddish brown color, and they're much nicer as a dried fig. See, now he's blocking the that tree from the front door and the windows in the front of the house. And little does he know that I have a camera down the driveway catching this whole debacle. And also on the yard, I have 2 yard signs indicating that we have ADT as a security company. So, and with the number of Ring cameras that he runs into, you'd think that he'd be more aware of surveillance. But I just saw the top of the tree on the back wiggling, so he must have been up there reaching up. Because it was blowing and there was no real wind, so it was wiggling back and forth. So he was in the back of that tree reaching up. See that tree moving there? When he just came out, he grabbed another bunch. Yeah. Well, this fella should be fired, that's for sure. But FedEx isn't responding to me. Look at him go, having a good old time. Fiendish hands, fondling figs. FedEx fiend. In closing, I hope FedEx can figure this out. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps me and also allows you to see my varied content.